Good morning and welcome to Rocco Baby Crochet. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how we make these really cute little chick cream egg covers. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need the cream eggs. I'm using Rico Rumi yarn. This one is in yellow and this paler one is vanilla colour. You're going to need a 2.5 crochet hook, a darning needle to sew in your ends, a pair of scissors, just drop my darning needle, a pair of scissors, a stitch marker, a row counter or a method to count which round you're on, and a little bit of black embroidery thread just to do the eyes at the end of the project. Okie dokie. So let's move these out of the way for now. I'm going to make another one in this brighter yellow colour. I think he was out last night. He didn't want to stand up. So these are really nice, just getting organised for Easter. So I'm going to be showing you how to do an Easter basket and filling it with loads of little treats like this. So there's going to be quite a few Easter projects coming up in the next couple of weeks. So what you want to begin with, if you take your whichever colour you want to do the body, they look nice in either, but I'm just using this yellow one for now, and you want to do yourself a magic ring. So make your magic ring like we normally would, and what we want to do is we want to place 6 double crochets around this magic ring, or if you're in America, that is 6 single crochets. So you want to make sure you're crocheting around the ring and also the loose end so it pulls together at the end. So all you do is you insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook, and that's a single crochet. If you are new to crochet and you're a little bit confused on the stitches, I have got videos on the basic stitches that you'll need, so just take a look at them. And you want to place 6 of those in this first round. 2, 3, 4, 5, and our last one 6. And then if you pull on the loose end of your magic ring, it'll close it, and this is the top of the head of the chicken. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into the first double crochet that you've done. Just place your hook in the top of this stitch. It can be a little bit tight, this first one. Remember to use your stitch markers if you're new to crochet as well. So this is an increasing round for round 2. So we need 12 double crochets in total going around now. So that means that in every stitch that we made in the last round, we want to place 2 double crochets in there. So 1 and 2, and pop your stitch marker in. And then continue just to place 2 double crochets into every stitch around. They're really easy to make, these chicks, and they're quite fun because they don't take a long time to make at all. And I love this yellow, it's nice and bright. Eight. Oh, my hand's just split a little bit. Let me take that one back. 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So that's round 2 completed. So for round 3, It's a nice easy one. All that we want to do is place 1 double crochet in every stitch around for a total of 12 stitches. So just pop your stitch marker out, do your first couple, so 1 double crochet into every stitch for a total of 12 stitches. Pop your stitch marker back in, and if you want to hit pause, I'll meet you when I get to the end of this round. Okay, so I've just finished off round 3, and what you should notice now is that it's starting to turn up a little bit. The side that the loose end is on here, that's the inside of the chick. So I just pop mine that way, just so I'm working with the right side facing me. Just makes it a little bit easier. And so for round 4 we need 18 double crochets. So it's another increasing round. So what we do is we pop 1 stitch into this, we pop 1 double crochet into this first stitch, and then into this second one here we do our increase, and we place 2 double crochets into that, and that's the round repeat. So it's 1 double crochet and then an increase, 1 double crochet and then an increase, and that'll give us in total 18 double crochets all the way round. So do the first couple with you. So 1 into my first stitch and 2 into my second stitch. 1, 2. Don't forget to pop your stitch marker back in, just so you know when you've done, when you're back at the beginning. So my next stitch along just needs 1 double crochet, and my next one is an increase, so I'm going to place 2 into that one, and you just keep doing that until you get back to your stitch marker. So if you want to hit pause, and I'll meet you when I finish this round. Okay, so I've got back to my stitch marker, and I've got my 18 double crochets going all the way around. So round 5, nice easy one, we're just placing 1 double crochet in each of the 18 stitches. As we go around. 2. Good idea to keep counting them to make sure you've got the right amount of stitches. So I'll meet you back when I get to the end of this round. So if you want to hit pause. Okay, so I've placed 1 double crochet for 8 double crochets going 8, sorry, I can't get my words out today, 18 double crochets all the way around, and that's round 5 completed. For round 6, we need to increase the stitch count from 18 to 24. So the way that we do this is the row repeat for this round is going to be 1 double crochet into the first 2 stitches, and then my third stitch is going to be an increase, and continue that all the way around. So just bob your stitch marker out, and so into this first one we're placing 1 double crochet, into the second one placing 1 double crochet, and then into the third one we're doing an increase. 1, 2. Replace your stitch marker. So I've done 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just continue with that round repeat. So it's 1 double crochet into the first 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and then into the third one we're going to place an increase, so we need to pop 2 into that one. Okay, so if you want to hit pause, and I'll meet you once this round is complete. Okay, so I've completed round 6, and I've got my 24 double crochets going all the way around. Now row 7 to row 15 is all the same. We just want to place 1 double crochet in every stitch around Each round should have a total of 24 double crochets. So if you want to pause the video and do rounds 7 to 15, they're really easy rounds, and I'll meet you back when I've completed my 15 rounds. So if you want to hit pause. Okay, so I've completed round 15 now, so your chick should be looking a bit like this. And what we need to do for our last round, so round 16, is we just need to do a decreasing round. So we're going to go from a total of 24 stitches down to 18 stitches. And this just sort of holds the cream egg in securely. So the way that we do that is in the first 2 stitches, we're going to pop 1 double crochet into each one of those. 1 and 2, and then replace your stitch marker. And then our next stitch along is going to be a decreasing stitch. So to do that, what we do is we pop our hook into the next stitch along, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then go directly into the second stitch along, yarn over and pull up another loop. So you've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and that's your round repeat for row 16. So it's 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and then into the next 2 stitches along. I'm going to work a decrease, and at the end of this round that'll give you 18 stitches along. So I'll meet you back once I've finished this round. So I'll meet you at the stitch marker. If you want to press pause. Oh, can you see Rocco? He's just jumped up. He's chasing the wool. Stop it. Okay, so I've just finished my decreasing round, round 16. I've got 18 stitches. And what I want to do now to finish off the body of the chick, I'm just going to slip stitch into this first stitch here where my stitch marker is, and chain 1 just to tie it off. So I slip stitch, insert my hook, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through again. And then I just chain 1, leave myself enough of the cotton yarn just to weave in the loose ends at the end. Pull up on my hook, the yarn will come through, and then pull tightly just to secure it, and that's the body of your chick completed. Can you see my little baby? These are for family, so I'm not too bothered. So it's quite tight to get your egg on there, but they will it fits nice and snugly, so they're not going to fall out when people pick them up. I'll just show you that they do fit. You just have to push them in quite firmly, and there's the body of your chick completed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the vanilla yarn on this one, because I want all my chicks to look a little bit different. So I'm going to do my wings in the vanilla yarn, my beak in the yellow, and my little I'm not so sure what they call this. I'm going to do that in vanilla as well anyway. Oh, a comb, I think. They call it the chick's comb. That's coming into my mind for some reason. Anyway, never mind. Right, so let's make a wing. So you're going to need to make 2 of these. They're really easy to do. Just take whichever colour you want to do the wing in. And what you want to do is make a magic ring again. And we're going to place, again, 6 double crochets around the magic ring and the loose end. So that's single crochets, remember, if you're using the American abbreviations. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So then if you pull your loose end of your magic ring and close your circle again, and what we want to do for round 2 is we want to do an increasing round. We want 12 stitches in total in round 2. So in each of these single crochets, we're going to be placing 2. So just bob it through. This first one can be sometimes difficult to get your hook into. So 2 into each stitch for 12 stitches in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep splitting this, which is unusual. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And then to make this little part of the wing, the way that we do that is into the next stitch along, we need to place 2 treble crochets. So American terminology, 2 double crochets into this stitch here. So yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through your last 2. So we need 2 of them in that same stitch. And then into the next stitch along, we're going to place 1 more treble, plus the finishing one is going to be a double treble. So yarn over, insert my hook to make the first treble, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then to do a double treble, you yarn over twice before you insert your hook, and then pop your hook through the stitch, yarn over and pull up, and you've got more loops on your hook now. So you yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 more, and yarn over and pull through your last 2, and that's the wing made. So it just gives it a nice little pointy shape. Chain 1, and make sure you cut off a decent amount to sew it onto your chick. Once we've got all the pieces done, so you're going to want to make 2 of those, so hit rewind if you need to. Next I'm going to make the little comb for his head, and I want to do this, what colour should I do this? We'll do this in vanilla as well, and then I'll do his beak in the yellow. So it's really easy to make this comb. What you want to do is make a slip knot, and all we want to do is chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then we want to slip stitch back to this first chain. So just go into this second chain from the hook, yarn over and slip stitch, and then back into your first chain, do another slip stitch. Then from here you want to chain 3 again, 1, 2 and 3, and then you want to slip stitch back down these 2 chains to bring you back to the center. So 1 and 2. Then pop your hook back into this center part here and slip stitch it to there. And then what you want to do is chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And then I flip it over because I want the height to be here along this edge rather than here on the bottom. So working into the back, I slip stitch it again, back the 2 chains. It's a little bit fiddly because it's so small. 1, and 2, and then I just slip stitch it into the center here. It's a little bit difficult because we're working against ourselves on that last little one. Move your loose end out of the way. Chain 1 to make the knot. Again, leave yourself enough yarn to stitch it to your chick. Pull through and pull on that to tighten the knot, and that's how we make the little comb for the top of his head. So next we need a beak. So I've got 2 wings, got his comb, and to make the beak, what you want to do is make a slip knot, insert your hook, and you are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work a double crochet in back into these 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Ooh, a little bit fiddly, sorry. And then what you want to do is chain 1, turn your work over, and you just want to place 1 double crochet into this stitch here. So skip this one and place 1 double crochet or single crochet if you're in America into this last stitch here. Like that, and then just slip stitch it to the next stitch. Chain 1, and that gives us a little triangle shape for the beak. So you want to cut that off, leaving enough room to stitch it on again and pull your knot tight. So I'll show you in a second now how to make the eyes. Just 1 second. Okay, so I've attached my beak. I'm sorry, I thought I'd hit record and it didn't record, so I mustn't have pressed it properly. So where I've attached it is you count down 7 rows, and that's where you just stitch your beak onto there. Okie dokie. I'd also got one of my wings on, but I can still show you the other wing and the 2 eyes, how I make the eyes. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the eyes. So you want to take your black embroidery thread, and just pop your darning needle on there. And you want to go up inside your chick and pop it out. Now I like them one row above, so here, so that's where I put my first, where I place my needle. So it's one row above and one stitch out from the beak, and just pull it through, and then I go up a row in a straight line, insert my needle, and then come straight back out where my thread is coming from, and pull it through. And then to make the eye shape, what you want to do is you want to take your thread and wrap it around your needle 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then go back into that bottom hole again. I'll show you that again. So 1, 2, 3, and then pop it through the bottom hole and pull it through. Just like that, and that creates you your little eye shape. So you need to do another one on the other side of those. Just have to fiddle with them a little bit just to get them sitting right. Okay, so if you do your second one here, so hit pause and then I'll show you how to attach your final wing. Okay, so I've got my 2 eyes now on my chick. So what I want to do now is just attach his little comb here. So I thread both ends through my darning needle. And I just pop it through my darning needle through the centre there, and just pull the threads through. Just left a little bit too long of a tail there on my There we go. And then all I want to do is just stitch into a little bit of the yellow on the inside and just do a little double knot. So 1, and 2, just to hold that in place, and then you can trim that off. And there he is. So cute. I do like that in the opposite colour to what I've done the body in. I think he looks nicer, but again, choose whatever colour you want. So to attach the second wing, so this curved part here is the top of his wing, and this part here is the bottom of his wing. Now what I want to do is, let me just tidy up a little bit first. This loose end here is just going to be tied in. I'm going to use the one that's on the middle of it here. So I thread the loose end to what formed my magic ring, and I just stitch up to the top here. And I only sew around this circle part because I like that the tip of the wings, you can sort of stick them out a little bit when they're stood up. So pull your yarn up through to there. And what you want is, you want it sort of just to the side of your eye, making sure it's level with your other one, and just stitch it around the circle when you're happy with the placement of it. Okay, and I stitch mine so these are sort of pointing downwards a little bit. And then just stitch around that circle. Should have perhaps left a little bit of a longer end here for myself. So my last stitch is just going to take it into the inside of my chick. And then take that loose end off your needle. So this loose end here, I left the wrong one too long. Just going to thread that. And what I want to do is just take it up along this stitch without changing the shape of the stitch. So just catch it underneath the hoops. I don't want to lose the point of the wing. So just pull it gently. Moving any other loose threads out the way. Once you've got it pulled through, just make sure you keep that point to the stitch, and then you can take that, pop it through the same place where you finished off sewing the wing on, pull it through. Onto the inside of your work. And then on the inside here, just tie a little double knot, and you can trim those ends then. It's a little bit messy because I've got to trim all my ends. But once you've moved all your loose ends out of the way, it's nice and neat. So the loose ends to my wing, just to secure my wing in there, I just again tie a double knot. And trim those loose ends out of the way. This last little loose end from the body of the chick, we're just going to sew up into we're just going to weave it on into the insides of the work so you don't see it. So just go up a couple of stitches. Just on these back loops here so you can't see it from the front. And then come down them, skipping that first one just to secure it all in place. We're nearly done now. Trim that. And there we go, we have our chick. So let's just pop our cream egg in there for you. And I've now got 3 chicks. So I'm making Easter baskets for my nephews, my mum, my sister. So I wanted them all to look a little bit different. So you can just play with the colours. But they all look really cute. I'm really happy with them. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Hit like, hit subscribe, because like I say, we've got lots of Easter projects of goodies that we're going to be filling the big basket with. So if you want to make a basket with me, then subscribe and keep up to date with any of the videos that are coming out over the next couple of weeks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.